Greetings, everyone from Australia to the Belmores. I wanted to make a video about, well, you don't, about what I do so that way you'll know that Jaco and I are a good couple. This is my room. I will give you a tour of it. Oops. This is my reading chair. Lovely, isn't it? And yes, that is a beautiful red flowery scarf on there that I got from my Aunt Mary godmother. My sister has three sisters, and one of them is twin. And Aunt Rose as well. It's their birthdays this month. And there's Sally, of course, the littlest one. My Aunt Sally, though. I have a big family. And this is where I hang all my purses and my hat, everything else. And as you can see, I am a Christian, and I do love Batman, and, well, tigers are my favorite animal. I do like the Beatles and would like to visit Paris one day. That's my doll collection. I collect dolls from different countries, and let's see. Oh yeah, that's my dollhouse for Raven. Because if Jaco had told you, or Joseph is his name, I'm a doll maker. I make toys and I donate to charity, and I've donated a bunch of them this month last month for Christmas. This is Raven. She's been with me since I was 10 years old. She can rattle, squeak. She's a yo-yo doll. She can do a lot of neat tricks. I'm only going to show you one because, well, At this moment, me and Jake are writing a story. Usually we do stories about our characters, but we're doing fan fiction just to relax our brains, so that we can write our stories. And that's her house. And isn't it pretty? And there's my lamp all decorated, and my jewelry box, and my snow globe. It's a Beauty and the Beast replica, the vintage. It's the last of its kind, and and there's my bed, and as you can see, there's a Jungle Book poster because I'm a Jungle Book fan, like Joseph is. A painting that was painted by my sister, that Paint of the Sun, and Batman is my favorite, and the Chinese dragon because I love Chinese legends and all of that, and the picture of Belle on the side of my bed with flowers, and I'm more of the fall season of nature type. And there's my couch I made. Yes, I know. And that's my little corner over there. When I organize my books, sit by that big blue pillow, and my personal library of classic and rare books, and my other doll collection. Quite a lot of collection, I know. And, more pictures of Virgin Mary, a map of the world from the 17th centuries, I believe. Poster of the, coral reef. Could be the Australian one. And, of course, across a few other pictures, as you can see. My family and I are appreciated that your Joseph sent me a beautiful Christmas card, and I love it very much. I'm keeping it safe, and yes, Joseph and I have been a couple for at least 1 month, but it's now the second month, and well, I love him very much. I don't care if he lives far away. I love him. Believe me. After I broke up with Aaron, I was really alone, depressed, and I didn't feel like smiling at all. I never smiled a lot, but then when I met him 5 years ago on DA, we became accustomed to each other, and then we developed fondness for one another. So I really care for him. I've graduated in 2008, and I've studied many books, researched texts in history and science. Not a little good at math, but I do my best. I take care of my mother. She's not feeling well because, well, I'm sure that Joseph hasn't told you, but we had a flood problem in our house. Not from a storm, mind you. Let's just say the plumbing in our house wasn't good. But now she's not doing very well, so I have to take care of my mother, which I don't mind. I do the laundry, the dishes. I take my little Gia out. Gia's tiny little French poodle. She is really fluffy. She would lick your children, and she would love everyone. But she gets sense when you're nervous, and when you're nervous, she gets a little nervous. Anyway, I love making quilts. So if you see my couch, that's a quilt. See? I stitched all those together. I love making quilts. It's fun. And who knows, maybe next year for Christmas I'll send a quote to Joseph and your family. And believe me, my family, I have a mom, fortune teller. A dad works for the computer company. My sister works for the government. Don't ask what kind of government. All I know is she helps people locate. And I have like 3 uncles that I know the best. Uncle John, Uncle Barry, and Uncle Dominic. 3 good aunts, Aunt Rose, Aunt Sally, and Aunt Mary. And Aunt Mary and Uncle Barry are my godparents. And I'm 26 years old, going to be 27 and March 19. And I ride my bike every single morning just to get it, but I couldn't do it this week because, well, I was rusted and we needed air in the wheels. So now I'm able to ride my bike, and I'm on a meat diet. And well, I've seen photo of Joseph and Kathy's Facebook. Oh, you know Kathy Bellamore, his sister, and your son is beautiful. Not on the outside, but the inside. I've always taught to always care for those who are kind on the inside. It doesn't matter on the outside; it matters on the inside that counts. And well, I love reading books and writing literature. I love writing stories with your son, with Joseph. I love writing stories with him, and he's so wonderful. He writes so compassionately. Heck, he writes better than me, and I'm still doing my best. I am mentally handicapped, as your son is autistic, and well, I love your son. If I could just go to Australia and just meet you guys, I would love to. I'm a babysitter. I've been babysitting ever since I was like about 7 years old. I've handled with the rough boys. I've handled with spoiled girls. So I know how children like. I know how children are. Children just want to develop themselves, but they can't because they're afraid to. They're bullied in school. They like junk food. They like to eat vegetables. Sometimes want to play roughhouse or play video games or play guns. Or normally girls just want to be spoiled. So I know how children are like because I was like them, and so is Joseph. And I appreciate him very much because, well, through the years I've been a little unhappy. But he makes me smile. And that's why I love your son. Joseph means the world to me. Believe me. The jerk I had for a boyfriend, we were together for 12 years, and he never came over. Never, never. His mother was in control of him. But when I found someone who has been taking care of his family, not one member, but a whole bunch of you, he told me about how wonderful that the parents of Joseph told me that you are all wonderful, and well, I want to make a good impression and show you that I am what he probably told you. I do work hard. I go to the gym every day and read books. Tenderly, right now, I'm reading Solomon's Solomon's Mind. I'm reading that. Yeah, I know it's very graphical and very hard to read, but I enjoy it. Next book I'm probably going to read is probably probably the history of, well, I'll show you in the next book I'm reading. I got a lot of neat books, and well, he told me that he has the book of the same writer that created the Black Cauldron, like you guys have it. And well, I hope I get it this year because I really love the story. Oh yes, this is what I'm reading next. It's called Circle of the Freak. It's a very wonderful book, and it's very good. But the other books I'm reading, I'm going to read them very well. I love reading books. But my favorite books are usually about mystery, murder mystery stories, ghost stories, adventures, not love stories. A few love stories I like, a few, but unlike your son, I really dislike horror movies. The only horror movies I can handle is cartoon, animated horror movies. That's all I can handle. The only horror movie I can't handle that's live action is The Haunted. 1990. Anyway, my mom is a wonderful cook. She'll make delicious meals. She makes the best lasagna, homemade pizza. Heck, she makes the best chicken soup. She makes everything good. She just made French onion soup, and she makes the best baked potatoes because Joseph told me that he loves potatoes. And my father, he is a genius, but he plays beautiful music. He can play any good music. My sister, she's wonderful. She has a boyfriend and a wonderful little cat, Cutie. And well, we have a big family. So from the Bellamores, from the Gratolos to the Bellamores, I hope that I can show you that I can be a good girlfriend for Joseph Bellamore. That's all I have to say. And I also make doll furniture. I'll show you. Yeah, I made a big chair. I'm working on a toy model car as we speak. Anyway, so I'm gonna tell those to you. Bye.